Have you ever looked in the mirror and wondered where the time went? Maybe some mornings you feel like your body's a little slower to get going, or you find yourself needing more rest than you used to. That's completely normal, and it doesn't mean you're winding down. In fact, what if I told you there are small daily habits you can start today that could actually add years to your life? Healthy, vibrant, joyful years. No, I'm not talking about expensive supplements or strict diets. I'm talking about simple things, realistic habits you can do every single day, right from where you are, that science shows can make a huge difference in how you feel, how you age, and how long you live. And not just live longer, but live better. Because here's the thing, turning 60, 70, even 80 doesn't mean the best years are behind you. It can actually be the beginning of a new, more intentional chapter. A chapter where you get to focus on your well-being, your happiness, and the kind of life you want to live. The habits we're about to talk about are like little anchors that keep you grounded, energized, and thriving no matter your age. So let's dive into the first habit. This one might surprise you because it's so basic, yet it's something many people overlook: walking with purpose. Now, you've probably heard that walking is good for you, and it is. But I'm not just talking about strolling aimlessly or doing a quick lap around the house. I mean carving out at least 20 to 30 minutes a day to go on a brisk, intentional walk. Not only does it help maintain your weight and keep your joints moving, but studies have found that regular walking actually lowers your risk of heart disease, stroke, and even certain cancers. It's like medicine, but free. But beyond the physical benefits, walking clears your mind. It's your time to breathe, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. And if you can walk outside in the sun, around trees or flowers, even better. Nature has a calming effect on the brain, reducing stress and boosting mood. So, tie up those shoes, step outside, and let each walk be a little act of self-care. Make it a habit, not a chore. And if walking alone isn't your thing, invite someone along, a friend, a spouse, even a neighbor. Walking with someone adds a layer of social connection, which leads us to our next habit, staying socially active. You see, loneliness is more than just a feeling. It's a real health risk. Research shows that chronic loneliness can be as harmful as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Yes, you heard that right. We're wired for connection, and staying in touch with others isn't just good for your heart. It's good for your brain too. Socially active seniors tend to have better memory, sharper thinking, and lower rates of depression. So how can you stay connected? It doesn't have to mean big parties or constant phone calls. It can be as simple as calling a friend once a week just to chat, attending a local community event, joining a book club, faith group, or a fitness class for older adults. Volunteering, if you're able. Even just chatting with the cashier at the store can lift your spirits. And don't worry if your social circle has shrunk over the years. That's normal. What matters more than quantity is quality. One genuine, uplifting conversation can make a world of difference in your day and in your health. Now, while we're on the subject of keeping your mind sharp, let's talk about another habit that can truly change the game: learning something new every day. Think about the last time you tried something for the first time. Maybe it was a new recipe, a puzzle, or figuring out how to use a new phone. Remember that feeling? A little challenge, a little spark of excitement. That's your brain growing. And yes, it still can, even at 60, 70, or beyond. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And learning doesn't have to mean going back to school or cramming for tests. It can be fun. Try a new hobby, like painting or gardening. Watch a documentary that interests you. Read a book you wouldn't normally pick up. Learn a few phrases in another language. Try writing your memories down. Your life story is worth telling. The key is to stay curious. Studies show that seniors who keep their minds active lower their risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. They also report feeling more fulfilled and optimistic. So give your brain a reason to wake up in the morning. Feed it, challenge it, let it explore. Just like your body, your mind needs daily movement. And when both are working together, your body moving, your brain engaging, your heart connecting with others, you begin to build a life that isn't just longer but fuller. So take a moment and think, Which of these habits feels easiest to start with today? Maybe a short walk after breakfast, a phone call to an old friend, picking up a crossword puzzle. You don't have to change everything overnight. Just pick one thing, one small action. Let that be your seed. Nurture it and watch how your energy, joy, and vitality begin to grow. Now that we've touched on walking with purpose, staying socially connected, and keeping your mind active, there's still more to explore because the truth is, your body isn't done taking care of you. And with the right habits, you can keep giving it the support it needs to thrive. Let's talk about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention, especially as we get older. Sleep. It might sound simple, but quality sleep is one of the most powerful habits you can develop in your 60s and beyond. And no, we're not talking about just being in bed for 8 hours. We mean the kind of deep, restorative sleep that allows your brain and body to heal, recharge, and prepare for a new day. Have you ever woken up after what seemed like a full night's rest, only to still feel tired? That's often a sign you're not getting the right kind of sleep. As we age, our sleep patterns naturally shift. We tend to fall asleep earlier and wake up earlier. But things like stress, certain medications, and even loneliness can make it harder to fall into that deep, healing sleep our bodies crave. So what can you do? Start with a calming nighttime routine. About an hour before bed, try turning off bright screens, like your phone or TV, and instead, do something relaxing. Maybe read a chapter of a book, take a warm shower, or sip a cup of herbal tea. These small signals tell your brain, it's time to wind down. Also, try to go to bed and wake up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Your body loves routine, and don't underestimate your sleep environment. Make sure your room is cool, quiet, and comfortable. If light keeps you awake, try blackout curtains or a sleep mask. If noise is a problem, a simple white noise machine or even the sound of a fan can do wonders. And here's a gentle tip. Try not to nap for too long during the day. A short 20-minute rest after lunch is fine, but long naps can make it harder to fall asleep at night. Why does all this matter so much? Because while you sleep, your body's busy. It's repairing tissues, balancing hormones, flushing out toxins from your brain, and strengthening your immune system. Poor sleep, on the other hand, has been linked to heart disease, memory problems, weight gain, and even a shorter lifespan. So don't treat sleep like an afterthought. It's just as important as what you eat or how much you move. And speaking of what you eat, let's get into that next. Because food isn't just fuel, it's information for your body. And the kind of information you're feeding your body every day can either help you stay strong and vibrant or slowly wear you down. But the good news? You don't have to follow some fancy, restrictive diet to eat well. You just need to focus on adding more life-giving foods to your plate. Think of colorful fruits and vegetables, healthy fats like olive oil and avocados, and proteins that help maintain muscle, like fish, eggs, beans, or lean meats. Try to reduce the processed stuff, sugary snacks, white bread, overly salty packaged foods, and replace them with whole, natural options whenever you can. Now, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy your favorite treats. Life's meant to be enjoyed. But balance is key. If you start your day with a bowl of oatmeal, top it with some berries and nuts. At lunch, maybe add a fresh salad to your sandwich. Small tweaks like these can make a big difference. And don't forget hydration. As we age, we tend to feel less thirsty, but our bodies still need water just as much. Try to sip throughout the day. Carry a bottle around with you, or add a slice of lemon or cucumber to make it more enjoyable. Eating well isn't about perfection. It's about building a pattern that nourishes your body, supports your energy, and helps you avoid the health issues that often come with aging. Plus, when you eat better, you feel better. Your mood lifts, your digestion improves, and your body starts to thank you in subtle, beautiful ways. But there's still one more habit that often goes unnoticed, and yet it may be the most powerful one of all. It's something deeply tied to how you feel each day, how you handle challenges, and even how your body fights off disease. We'll explore that next, and I promise it's something you already have within you, and once you start using it more intentionally, you'll wonder how you ever went without it. It's not a supplement or a fitness routine. It's something far more powerful, and that's gratitude. Now you might be thinking, gratitude? Really? But stick with me here, because science has a lot to say about how this simple practice can literally change the way your body and brain function, especially as you age. Gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about training your mind to focus on what's going right, even when life feels heavy. And when you practice it daily, even in small ways, it rewires your brain to be more optimistic, resilient, and at peace. Researchers have found that people who regularly practice gratitude have lower levels of stress, fewer symptoms of depression, and even lower blood pressure. They sleep better, feel more energetic, and have stronger immune systems. All of these things add up to one powerful result. They tend to live longer, healthier lives. And the best part? It doesn't take hours of your day. You don't need a fancy journal or a big routine. You can start by simply pausing in the morning and thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be the sound of birds outside your window, a friend who called to check on you, or even the warmth of your morning tea. Write it down if you can. Seeing your thoughts on paper helps them settle deeper into your mind. Or if writing isn't your thing, just speak them aloud. Yes, even if it feels silly at first. Over time, your brain starts searching for the good on its own, even when the day feels tough. Gratitude can also shift the way you relate to others. Instead of focusing on what's missing or what's gone wrong, you start appreciating the little moments. The smile from a neighbor, a shared laugh with your grandchild, the way the sun feels on your skin during a walk. These small joys become fuel for your heart. And don't forget, gratitude also softens life's sharp edges. Aging comes with changes, both expected and unexpected. You might face health challenges, loss, or a sense that life is moving faster than you'd like. But gratitude helps anchor you. It reminds you of what's still here, what's still beautiful, what's still possible. There's a quiet strength in that, and it's one you can call on anytime, anywhere. You see, all these habits, moving your body, connecting with others, keeping your mind sharp, getting restful sleep, eating with intention, and practicing gratitude, they don't just add years to your life. They add life to your years. You weren't meant to just exist after 60. You were meant to thrive, to wake up with purpose, to laugh deeply, to love fiercely, to savor your mornings, your meals, your memories, to keep becoming every single day. So start small. Pick one habit to lean into this week. Maybe it's a 10-minute walk each morning, or calling someone you haven't spoken to in a while. Maybe tonight you'll turn off the TV a little earlier and let your mind settle before sleep. Or tomorrow you'll start your day by saying thank you for one more sunrise. Because these little things, they build momentum. They create change. And before you know it, you're not just adding years to your life. You're filling those years with meaning. You've already come so far. You've overcome, adapted, learned, and loved through decades. And the beauty is, your story isn't finished yet. You still have time to write vibrant, joyful chapters. You still have time to feel stronger, more hopeful, more alive. So take a deep breath, smile, and remind yourself every day is a new chance, a new opportunity, a gift. And if this message touched you in any way, I'd love to hear from you. What habit are you most excited to start, or maybe already doing? Share it in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else. And if you found this helpful, please give the video a like and hit that subscribe button so we can keep growing this beautiful community together. Here's to living your best life, today, tomorrow, and for many, many years to come. You've got this.